Hello again, welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. So today I want to talk about getting all dolled up. I was out shopping today and I had to look for an outfit for our daughter's wedding next fall. So I tried on a few things and I eventually found something that I was happy with. And then I had lunch at a lovely restaurant and came home and we're getting ready for my niece's 21st birthday celebration. And I started thinking about, all the different ways that we get ourselves gussied up and what's important to us now and, what was important, say, to my parents and my grandmother, that kind of thing, and I find that my generation generally don't wear hats. They definitely don't wear gloves. And a lot of the time they'll even wear dresses, females. Like for example, I'm wearing a pantsuit to my daughter's wedding, which is, probably about as formal as I'll get in terms of celebrations. And I started thinking about, why is that? And I think that people are just becoming more focused on what's real and less focused on pretense, which is kind of ironic considering that we went through a whole period where, and even still to some degree, like on Instagram and Facebook, you're seeing what's not real versus what is real. And you're looking at only pretense, not at real life. And so there's this real sort of like polar juxtaposition weird thing going on, right, in our society. And we have very few generally in the Western culture, we have very few reasons to get dressed up. I mean, there are men in uniform because they have uniform. There are, sometimes men will wear kilts because of a family tradition. I'm talking about for specific ceremonies now. Women will still wear dresses, but they don't seem to be the same as the long dresses that they used to wear. You hardly ever see a beaded dress anymore. I mean, 20 years ago, you could still go shopping at a mall into a dress store and still see a really heavily beaded dress. I can't remember the last time I've seen one of those. And I certainly haven't been to any function where that's been what's been worn. Those 40-pound dresses that are you're slogging along behind you. So, what is that we focus on more now? I think we focus more now on comfort. We focus more on having a good time. We focus more on the occasion rather than the pomp and circumstance. And I don't know if that's all. In my humble opinion, I think it'd be nice to have a little bit of pomp and circumstance in these specific celebrations, right? Certainly at a wedding, it's nice to see people all dressed up. And it's not that people don't dress up. People aren't going in jeans and a t-shirt. People are still getting dressed up. But you don't see, you certainly don't see your guests arriving in long dresses. You might see the bridal party in long dresses, but even then sometimes they're not. You might see the mother or of the groom or the bride in a long dress. But again, that's not always the case. And so it just sort of got me thinking about, where are we going with our society? And I think it's coming down to comfort and just enjoying the time that we have there. I think it's not worrying about, how are you going to get out of this outfit in order to use the washroom or, and people are less focused on the frivolities than they are on, what's really important to them. Anyway, that's my musing. That's what I was thinking about today. Have a great one, everyone.